Well, here we go. It's Southend versus Sunderland down at Roots Hall, and Sunderland are taking a canny following today. Southend need to win today to avoid relegation to League 2, and Sunderland could do with a win today, and hopefully Portsmouth and Charlton will drop points and Sunderland can finish third in the table and will take on either in the playoffs Doncaster or Peterborough. But before we get going with the game, I'm going to have a pre-match drink. And I've been reviewing ciders lately, and I'm not one for flavoured water. I'm not one for fruity ciders or fruity drinks, but I thought I'd try this. Old MOUT cider, if that's how you pronounce it. Kiwi and lime. This is going to be interesting. I don't like lime. I had lime cordial when I was younger, but it was absolutely disgusting. Do your thing. And kiwi, I'm not a massive fan of kiwi fruit either. I like my strawberries, like my grapes, like my bananas, like my oranges. I'm not a massive kiwi or lime, so this should be interesting what this is like. 4% alcohol, 500 mils, and on the back it says, cider blended with kiwi and lime juice. You're holding the indigenous result of pairing aromatic kiwi fruit and zingy lime. We love nature and we couldn't craft our tasty cider without it, which is why we like to look after it. Now I think this comes from New Zealand. Yes, established in Nelson, New Zealand. So old MOUT cider. I've seen it advertised on TV, so I thought I'd give it a go. First drink of the day. It's half time in the other results. It's 3:45. There we go. Let's pop the cork. Pop the cork. Let's take the cap off. And let's see what this looks like. Oh, this is going to be fun. Yes, I thought it'd be a bit green. Kiwi and lime, man. Look at that. Well, like I said, I would do a review. That looks nice and bubbly. Apparently, it's got really good reviews. It's supposed to be a lovely cider. There's different flavours. I think there was something in apple as well, but I got this one because I knew this is the one I wouldn't like. I thought I'd give it a go and see if old MOUT cider from New Zealand can prove me wrong in liking flavoured ciders or waters. Here we go. Smells very fruity. That's actually not as bad as I thought. That is not. You can't really taste the lime. It does have a fruity taste, a fruity smell. Put a big fat nose in it. So I better not share this with anybody. Yes, my nose almost goes into the bottom of the bottle. Never mind. Right, first taste was quite nice, quite refreshing. It doesn't. I mean, I don't like limes. I don't like kiwi, to be honest. But that doesn't really taste like lime or kiwi. I'm not quite sure. It's probably a cross. Obviously, it is because it's got both fruits in, and the bubbles are really nice in there. That's actually better than a lot of ciders I've drank. Pardon me. It wouldn't be the same. That a good old belch. I think that tastes better than Strongbow. I want some more of that. That's actually very nice. I mean, it's £2.50 from the shop for one bottle, which is quite expensive. I'm sure you could buy a lot cheaper in bulk if you like this kind of thing. This is the first time I'm getting outside the comfort zone with a cider. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. If you're going to drink from the bottle or drink from the can, remember, always wash the can and wash the bottle before you open it and start supping on it, because you don't know whose hands have been on there. I like to give mine a good wash with hot water before I put it in the fridge, so it stays nice and cold, but also clean, which is vitally important. Some disgusting people work in shops. Not everybody, but there is people out there who are disgusting who work in shops. I've seen people picking their noses and all sorts. So make sure you always wash the product if you're going to lick it or touch it or whatever. Right, part two. I mean, that was quite nice. That's not a strong taste. Doesn't leave a bitter taste in your mouth. There's no aftertaste, to be honest. If you're under 18, don't try this at home. Pardon me. But I've been for my run today. I've had a good workout. So I'm entitled to enjoy my Saturday afternoon with a couple of beers. I've got a couple of Strongbows downstairs. But I think a Strongbow is going to taste a bit of a letdown after tasting this. In fact, I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised. I really am pleasantly surprised how nice this is. I know I'm rambling on. How old were you when you first had your first ever cider? I'm not going to say now because there's people under 18 watching this, so don't drink till you're 18. In fact, don't drink until you're 21 because you stay as fit as possible. Look after yourselves. That, I have to give that a 9 out of 10. Absolutely pleasantly surprised. Absolutely surprised. I thought, I've looked at these before. I've looked at all sorts of combinations. I thought, why the fuck would anybody want to buy a flavoured cider, kiwi or lime? Or why would you want to buy a flavoured water? I would never taste flavoured water because I don't like bubbly water anyway. But strawberry and apple. Why? Strawberry. I like strawberries. I like apples, but not in a cider. But kiwi and lime. Thumbs up. 9 out of 10. Very nice. Right, I'll give you the team news on the football match very shortly. I'm going to watch it downstairs on Sky. And I think Jack Ross is going to play. He's going to put some. He's going to give some of the players a rest and play some fringe players. He said he's going to rest some players and give some other players a start. And I totally agree. Jesus. Pardon me. I totally agree with resting. I would rest the whole 11. Even though, is it important to come third and play Doncaster or Peterborough? Or is it important to play Charlton? To be honest, if you're good enough, you'll get promoted, simple as. I said I'm going for a 1-1 draw. That's what I said, a 1-1 draw. But to be honest, I could actually see Sunderland winning this today. I think because the pressure's on Southend. Southend have to get a result to stay in this league. I mean, yeah, have to get a result. Whatever happens, they have to win. A draw. Yeah, a draw. No, a draw could be good enough. A draw could be good enough, but they can't leave it to chance. They have to beat Sunderland. So the pressure's on Southend. So I feel, because they're going to attack our goal and try and score as many goals as possible, that's going to suit Sunderland better on the counter-attack. I think, at worst, it'll be a 1-1 draw. I really do. But I want to save our best results for the playoffs. Because we must get back into League One. And whatever happens in the future, I still believe Jack Ross needs another season in this league. The up-and-coming manager. And I agree completely what Jam Sarni said. We're not a Premiership side anymore now. We're a League One side made up of League One players with the odd player who can make it to the Championship. So we now, Jack Ross in his first season in English League, has had a good season. He's still growing, still learning. I believe he'll still get better. He'll learn from his mistakes. He'll grow as a person, become a better manager. And we have to believe, as fans, we have to believe in him and give him another season, regardless of the outcome. Anyway, enough of me rambling on. Get yourself down, buy a couple of those. I recommend them. Even if you don't like lime, even if you don't like kiwi, that tastes nice. And it doesn't really taste like lime at all. And I save it for the team news. Well, I'm on the Strongbow now, and the Strongbow doesn't taste as quite nice and fruity as Old MOUT, but Strongbow's still okay. But when I say flavoured ciders, fruity ciders, we all know apples are in cider, but I mean, as in strawberries, limes, kiwis, all these different blackcurrant, these flavoured ciders. Never really fancied them before, but lime and kiwi Old MOUT cider is quite nice. I definitely recommend giving it a go. It's worth a try. 9 out of 10, like I said. Now, the team news today, very interesting for Sunderland. McLaughlin in the starting lineup. 9's rested. And, Oviedo's down to the bench. So the team news as follows. McLaughlin in goal. Matthews, Flanagan, Ozturk, Hume. Ledbetter back in for Catamol is rested. Power, Gooch, Maguire, Grigg and Wyke. That's the team news. On the subs bench, we have Ryder, Dunn, Oviedo, McGeoch, Owen 9, Connolly and Sterling. So, Catamolan's rested, which is really important. The vital person in our team in the midfield, the stalwart, is given a rest for the playoffs. Personally, I wouldn't play Will Grigg. Been playing with an injury for ages. Just rest him. For me, just rest him. Apparently, Southend have 6 defenders in their side. Matthews comes back in for 09. 09 does need a rest. He's on the bench. And like I said, Denver Hume, fantastic up-and-coming prospect. I think he will make it in the championship very easily. And he starts. So the defence has got right back, left back, all change. Same set of defenders. Midfield, Ledbetter back in. Yes, Ledbetter back in. Giving them a full game. Let's hope we can go and beat Southend. I mean, it isn't the end of the world if we lose or draw. But I'd like to see us beat Southend. And I'd like to see Portsmouth drop some points. And Charlton, where they win, doesn't matter. As long as we win, it doesn't matter. As long as Portsmouth draw and we'll be playing Doncaster or Peterborough. That would be the ideal scenario. Well, I'm going to watch the match. I'll catch us at half time. When hopefully I won't be too drunk. Before we get started with the first half Sunderland versus Southend review, I want to give a shout out to safc.com FTM on YouTube. A new YouTuber has no subscribers. Come on, give him a subscription. Also, well done Sol Campbell today, doing miracles keep Macclesfield in League 2. Well, at half time, it's Southend 1, Sunderland 0. And Southend, like I said, do want this more than Sunderland. Sunderland at this moment in time are just fucking strolling around the park. Commentator on Sky Sports is all for Southend. Maguire gets kicked in the chest in the first half, gets fucking completely poleaxed, and the commentator says, well, he went for the ball. Cox, no you didn't. You poleaxed Maguire. Maguire's lucky not to be bloody injured. Matthews and Ozturk putting some good passes together. Power gives it away. And then Southend player gets put clean through, but McLaughlin with a fantastic save with his hand. Brilliant goalkeeping skills from McLaughlin. Keeps Sunderland in the game. But then 25 minutes, Sunderland start to pick up the pace a little bit. And Gooch gets the ball clean through about, on the left-hand side, about 25 yards out. He has Maguire and Wyke, with acres of space, and he goes for the shot. Like usual, Gooch doesn't look up. Gooch, use your fucking eyes, man. Get your head up off the ground, look up and pass the players. You had 2 players unmarked with acres of space. We could have been 1-0 up. Charlie White gets a yellow card for nothing whatsoever. And then with 5 minutes to go, Southend, like I said, wants it more than Sunderland. Corner comes over, we clear it, the ball's up in the air for about half an hour. I'm literally half an hour. Denver Hume has to be stronger in the tackle. Their player, I think he's a defender, he's called White, has time to watch the ball come down from the heavens with snow on it and do an overhead fucking kick into the back of our net with McLaughlin no chance. Apart from Hume being really poor then, I mean he's been decent for the rest of the game, but he was poor then. Where is the rest of our defenders? Surely another defender can come across and head that ball away before his foot. Get on touch of it and put it in the back net overhead kick. It's ridiculous, man. Defence was pathetic in that instance. We need to get our fingers out in the second half if we want to be in third place. Portsmouth and Nils the Peach. Luton, to the Jew, are winning, are going to win the league and be champions at this moment in time. Barnsley are winning. Charlton are showing the way, 3-0 up. So this moment in time, we're playing Portsmouth. 2 legs against Portsmouth. Like I said Charlton would piss this match against Rochdale. Like I said, this moment in time, Charlton are winning 3-0, Portsmouth nils the Peach, exactly the same goal difference. If Charlton score 1 more goal and Portsmouth draw, Charlton are playing Doncaster at this moment in time, who Doncaster are winning. And we're playing Portsmouth in 2 legs, Unbelievable. Sunderland, get your fingers out. Jack Ross, you've changed the side around, yes? Okay, fair enough. These fringe players, or these players who just come back, need to get the finger out. Gooch has been poor for most of the season. He needs to look up and show and pass the ball, man, for fuck's sake. Give our players a chance. Charlie White's been offside too many times. He needs to control his run. We need to end this season on a victory. Not a defeat. A draw at worst. Let's hope Jack Ross can get these players sorted out half time and give them a good fucking shouting at. Because we need some more fight. We need some fight. We need some stomach. We need some battle in this second half. Or this season's going to just fucking filter out a powder puff end of the season. And they're on the beach already. If they're on the beach already, they want fucking second because we haven't got playoffs to do yet. Anyway, like I was saying before, I've had a strong bow. That other cider was much better. And I did mention about washing the bottles and washing the cans in the shops. You know, I know a few shop staff that are really nice people, but there's one or two people out there who spoil it for the rest. Shop assistants. One or two people who are disgusting, who will ruin your day by doing dirty things or, you know, having the dirty fingers on cans, on bottles. So remember to wash your bottles, wash your cans. But it's the minority that ruin it for the majority, like usual. Like football fans. It's always the minority that ruins for the majority. It goes for everything in life. I just hope Jack Ross can sort this team out. We have the best squad, the best players. We just don't have the want at this moment in time. We need to win this match, or at least draw. I'll catch you at full time and hopefully I'm a lot happier than this. Southend 2, Sunderland 1. And this goes out to Luton Town because they are League 1 champions. Barnsley couldn't win today. They got beat 2-1 against Bristol Rovers. Wish I said they would. It's a bitter taste in my mouth because if we did the results, we did the scores earlier on in the season, we would have been promoted. But well done, Luton Town. Winner of the day. Cheers, Luton Town. You are the champions. And also, that drink goes out to the Southend United supporters and their team and their manager. Well done in turning Sunderland over. I was angry, I was disappointed, I was upset, but when I saw the Southend supporters running the pitch and celebrating, I know what it feels like. I do. History in the past when I was younger, I know exactly what it feels like for your team to stay in the league and avoid relegation. So well done, Southend. Well done, Southend fans. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your moment. And well done, Luton Town, for champions of League 1. You won. You got promotion last year in League 2 to League 1. Well done. Winning League 1. Absolutely fantastic season you had. From the highs to the lows. Now the low, Plymouth today were beaten Scunthorpe 2-0 and went 2-1, right? Plymouth's goalkeeper, watch this on Quest TV tonight. Plymouth's goalkeeper got injured. He rolls the ball out to the touchline and then goes down. The Scunthorpe player, whose name evades me, Josh Morris, on the touchline, gets the ball, runs it in and kicks the ball in the back of the net to equalise against Plymouth. Unsportsmanlike behaviour. Absolutely disgusting. Does the Scunthorpe manager do what the Leeds manager did last week against Aston Villa and tells his players to let them score a goal? No, the Scunthorpe manager celebrates as well and does fuck all about it. Just as well, Plymouth scored the winner because that's the most unsporting behaviour I've seen for a long time, mind. And the Plymouth goalkeeper had to go off with an injury. Does anybody out there agree with me? Come on, Plymouth fans, Scunthorpe fans, do you agree that was unsportsmanlike? I think it's disgusting. I hate to see bad play like that. Anyway, Sunderland came out in the second half, 1-0 down. Jack Ross brought on 09, took off Gooch, which was a great decision because 09 had a really good spell of like at least 30 minutes in the middle of the park. It was loads of energy, absolutely brilliant. Sterling came on for Will Grigg. Will Grigg shouldn't have even been in this game today. Should have been rested. He should have been rested last week. Or during the week against Fleetwood. Playing with an injury, you can't play to your full potential with an injury. It's not fucking rocket science. 64 minutes. Charlie Wyke, clean through. The referee, mind, was absolutely garbage. I give his due, mind. The referee wasn't very good. The referee was watching the player pass the ball over and White was fouled 100% in the box. Never got a penalty. But I think he must have had some sort of word in his ear. The linesman must have said, or the fourth official must have said, oh, you made the right balls up there, mind ref. Absolutely cock up. Because White got the ball again in the box. He was just brushed. I mean, like that. And he got a penalty. So the referee made amends, as referees do. When referees fuck up, somebody tells them in the crowd, somebody tells them, the fourth official has a word and says, look, you made amends. You made a balls up. You made a balls up. Make amends. And he did. And Chris Maguire, brilliant penalty, bottom left-hand side corner, cool as a cucumber. One's a peach, like I predicted, until the last 5 minutes. Last 5 minutes, we brought McGeoch on, who's absolutely useless, and to be honest, he's been the worst signing this Jack Ross's. I mean, every manager has a good signing, a bad signing, and some mediocre signings, and I've got to say, McGeoch's been hopeless. The worst signing Jack Ross has made. He came on. Their player crossed the ball from the byline with two of our defenders. Just watching him. Take the man out, for God's sake, man. You might get the ball. Don't let him cross the ball in the box. And then McGeoch comes across. Powder puff challenge. Flanagan falls on the ground. And I'm forgetting his name. But he puts the ball, the man in the mask, Zorro, I call him Zorro. Zorro puts the ball in the back of the net, and he is the people's hero in Southend. And well done. You know, your 5 minutes of fame, well done, Zorro. Fantastic goal. He apparently got a nasty injury, 15 broken, how'd you get 15 broken bones in your face? From a challenge from Accurate and Stanley. But well done. You've came back, and you are now the hero. I'm sorry your name evades me, but I call you the man in the mask. I call you Zorro. Absolutely fantastic. You're the hero in Southend. Well done, Zorro. Brilliant finish. Keeping no chance. Defence is a problem with Sunderland. Sunderland, under pressure at this moment in time, the defence. Ozturk, for me, was fantastic. Ozturk did well. Matthews wasn't too bad. Ozturk, for me, in the back four, was the best player. In the middle of the park, yeah, we're missing Catamall 100%, but yes, keep him right for the playoffs. But, you know, Charlton are on absolute fire at this moment in time. They've hit the ground running. They're on fire. They've made it to third place. They're going to play Doncaster. I think if Doncaster held on to a 1-0 win, I'm not quite sure. And Sunderland play Portsmouth. For the fourth time this season, we need to make amends for Wembley and knock Portsmouth out of the playoffs. Do we play? We play the home game first, which I actually wanted us to do, play the home game first. But does that mean we play next Sunday at 12:15? I'm not quite sure. Please, I mean, I'm making this video before I've looked at what's going on. Do we play Portsmouth at home at 12:15 next Sunday? Someone let me know. If that's the case, we've already played them once and we should have beat them. We bullied. We were the best player against Portsmouth last week when it was 1 apiece. We should have been 3 or 4-1 up for me. And we were the best team at Wembley. And for the first half, against Portsmouth at Fratton Park, we were the best side. So it's about time we got our fucking just desserts against Portsmouth. Like I say, I know a few Portsmouth fans. I know a few Barnsley, Luton fans. They've come on my channel. They've been fantastic. Fantastic fans. Apart from Mr. Flair. Mr. Flair, who won't be at the home match next week. Because hopefully he's fucking locked up and banned for the rest of his life. But Portsmouth fans are brilliant. They bring a massive following up. They bring a massive following up again. It's going to be a good playoff semi-final. Two teams who have been great all season, who both have faltered at the final death. Is that because we fucking put too much in the Checker Trade Trophy? I mean, I don't know what Portsmouth team did, or the Portsmouth manager, Kenny Jackett, did, but Sunderland, we played our reserves for most of the time until the semi-finals. We brought some players in against Bristol Rovers, and we got the full squad in it for Wembley. And has that ruined our season? It probably has ruined our season. In hindsight, should we just gone out at the first stages and come second? Because we should have really come second. But it doesn't matter now. Now it's about getting our players fit, ready and ripe for the semi-final of the playoffs. Cattermole should be on form. Hume, I watched Hume today. This could maybe be the season too soon. I don't know if James is ever going to come back. I don't know if James is fucked or what. But Oviedo may have to come back. Play the same team we played against Portsmouth at home and we'll win. We should beat Portsmouth at home. I'm sure somebody up there predicted a 2-1 win for Southend. But I've had my say. Like I said, I was going to come on, I was going to do a rant. I was going to be really upset and annoyed. But when you see that, when I watch the Southend fans come on and celebrating like that, I'm happy for the Southend fans. I really am. I mean, I know the Sunderland fans have travelled a long way, and I hope you've enjoyed your weekend. I hope you've all have had a great weekend at Southend by the sea. I hope you go out and enjoy the beach tomorrow and come back on Bank Holiday Monday. I hope Jack Ross and the team have all gone there once the dust settled. Once the dust has settled, I hope Jack Ross has got his team over to the away fans and give them all a round of applause, because them fans are absolutely amazing. Never stop singing all afternoon. Brilliant away fans or Sunderland fans, spending absolute fortune. I mean, I've been to 21 home games this season. I can't afford to go to away games. I had the last of my money to go and see Sunderland at Wembley. I can't afford to go and see Sunderland in the playoffs at Wembley. I'll go to one more home game in the playoffs, but that's it. So those away fans who go week in, week out, absolutely amazing, amazing. I tell you what, yous are just the best fans in the world. And Jack Ross and his team need to go over there and give you a round of applause. Away fans, come on, let me know. Did they go over after the dust settled and all the Southend fans got off the pitch? Did this team come back out and go over there and see the away support and give them a round of applause? Because they deserve it. Three more games to go. 3 more games to go. 3 more predictions. I'll update the table later on in the week. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's been an emotional day. I wanted us to win today, but I know deep down inside, I thought Southend would want it more than Sunderland. And I was right. Let's hope Sunderland now, Jack Ross gets his team, the correct positions, the correct formation, ready for Portsmouth versus Sunderland. And I'm sure we're at home first at the Stadium and Light next Sunday. And I'll catch you next time. It's a long season and it's not over yet. Hopefully, it's 4th time lucky against Portsmouth. We lost at home. We lost away. We lost at Wembley. We drew at home. It's time for 2 victories. And we can do it. I'm convinced we can beat Portsmouth. We've got to believe in the team. We've got to believe in the manager. And I'll catch you later on. It's never easy being a Sunderland fan.